Well, some people who wanted to cast their vote earlier today ran into some issues with several polling places in Baltimore opening up a bit late. Fox 45's Jessica Babb has been talking with election officials about what happened and what you can expect if you plan to head out in the next few hours. Jessica.
The polls were supposed to open up at 7 this morning, but a few opened up anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours late. Election officials, though, say things are now running smoothly, so if you haven't cast your vote already, you still have a few hours to do so. Starting bright and early on Election Day, voters hit the polls.
Just to make sure we got the right leadership in Baltimore.
Supporters of Sheila Dixon and Brandon Scott even dancing together despite their competing campaigns. But some people hit a snag.
Bottom line is you wasn't able to vote when you were supposed to be able to vote at 7 a.m.
Donald Braxton says he tried to vote at Matthew Henson Elementary, but says it wasn't open right away. He says for some people he talked with in line,
they had came out early so they could vote and go to work. Some people got a little discouraged and left because they said voting is not going to pay their bills.
But he was able to go back, casting his vote around 9 this morning.
Yes, I feel good about the votes that I cast this morning. It's a very important election.
It was a similar story at Mervo Tech.
I think that the election judges and the Board of Elections really worked hard to get it open as quickly as possible.
Bethlehem Synagogue and Graceland Park O'Donnell Heights Elementary and Middle.
It actually opened up at 9:18 a.m. The main issue is that we had to make sure that we had the router, for the poll book, so that way we could identify the voters, identify them correctly.
Officials with the Baltimore City Board of Elections say some of the locations opened late because people working at the polls didn't think they had enough ballots, even when they did. Now those poll sites are running smoothly.
If you had to leave this morning, because I think there were a couple other polls that may have opened a little late, please come back.
When it comes to election judges, Pat Surratt says she didn't get her assignment in the mail on time.
There was no place for me to go because I didn't know where my job was supposed to be today. So I was very disappointed.
The Baltimore Board of Elections is also working to contact a few hundred people who accidentally submitted sample ballots instead of real mail-in ballots. They say they're doing everything in their power to reach those people.
We need strong leadership in certain positions in order to bring about change.
With polls open for another few hours, now's the time to make your voice heard.
Well, I do want to just encourage everybody to come and vote and bring someone with you. It's extremely important for not only our democracy, but also for our city.
And again, the polls will be open until 8 p.m. And if you think you submitted a sample ballot, please contact the Baltimore City Board of Elections office as soon as possible, or even head out to your nearest polling site to double check. Live in Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.